Welcome, it's Denome, and today is Friday, 6th of September 2024, and I have some exciting alpha to share with you guys, which will help you make money in the crypto and Bitcoin markets. And I will be sharing a piece of news that I think will be the catalyst that will start making Bitcoin to trade higher starting next week, 10th of September. Mark that date in your calendar. And I will explain exactly what is the catalyst very soon. I will be sharing other pieces of news. I will be looking at the fundamentals of Bitcoin and crypto, who has been selling, who has been buying, and we will be making a price prediction in the short term as well in this video. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already, and let's get started. First off, I want to share that we have actually been doing, the price has done exactly what I said it would do in my previous video. So as you can see from my previous video, which I released a few days ago, this is what I showed you, that it's very likely that Bitcoin will go to the yellow line here once again, and that's exactly what Bitcoin did. We went to the yellow line here, then we had a bounce, we came to the range lows once again. Now we're looking at a potential double bottom. We also have a bullish divergence here, so let me zoom in here. So we have a higher low on the RSI while we have a lower low on the body of these candles here. So that is a bullish divergence, which means that it's likely that Bitcoin price would actually go to the upside. But unfortunately, when we take a look at the chart here, you can see that now we're looking at something like this. So from here, this would be the double bottom here. It's basically 50-50 if Bitcoin will go to the upside or if it will go to the downside. If it goes to the downside, I will be expecting like 53k to be hit based on the liquidation data that I will share with you very soon. But all in all, if I would be trading, let me just share with you exactly what I would do. I wouldn't trade this noise here while we are in the box. What I would trade is I would short Bitcoin at the this range here, basically below the green line, and I will have my stop loss above the green line here, and then when the price comes here, I would basically exit. Another short I would make is when the price will come here, I will be basically shorting all the way until 53k or 54k. These are the trading setups that I would be doing for short positions. And for long positions, I would long from 53k or even starting 54k, I would probably start longing Bitcoin already. And another place where I would be longing Bitcoin is when the price actually gets out here and we have something like this. And then we have the 10th of September event that I will share with you next. So what is this event on 10th of September? It is the debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And that is going to happen on September 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And why is this important? Dinon, why are you talking about politics once again? The reason is that Donald Trump has said that he will go and make United States buy 800,000 Bitcoin from the market and deposit into their strategic Bitcoin reserve, which means that there's going to be massive buy pressure for Bitcoin, and everybody and their grandmother will flip absolutely bullish for Bitcoin if they know that it's guaranteed that America will go there and buy Bitcoin from the market. So obviously, if Donald Trump becomes the president, it is very bullish for Bitcoin and crypto as long as he keeps his word. And when this debate happens, this is the first debate between Kamala and Donald. And previously, Kamala Harris hasn't done very good in a debate stage. And even now, after she became the nominee for the Democrats, she hasn't done live interviews at all. She did only one pre-scripted interview with CNN, which they had to edit down. And even the edited version of that interview was absolutely horrible, in my opinion, when I looked at it. It wasn't convincing at all. And it didn't make Kamala Harris look good at all, in my opinion. So when this debate happens, I think it's going to be a similar event that was the debate between Trump and Joe Biden, which kind of exposed that the emperor doesn't have any claws. So after the debate, I think the winner is going to be very, very clear who is going to win the election. And I think it's going to be Donald J. Trump. And he's the pro-crypto president. And I think immediately when people see that, I think Bitcoin prices will start trending to the upside in expectation of him winning. Basically, being bullish for Bitcoin means that you are bullish for Donald Trump to become the president. Obviously, it will eventually be bullish anyway. Doesn't matter if Kamala wins, but it will be just more bullish if Donald Trump wins, in my opinion. So next, let's actually talk about the World Liberty Fi, which is the Donald Trump DeFi project, because we have an update here as well. So now we know what this project is going to be about, because they are actually forking AAVE Labs, or AAVE. I think it's FI or AAVE.com. I don't remember. Anyway, AAVE, they are the most known crypto protocol for lending and borrowing, and they also have their own United States USD pegged stablecoin, and it's not only a fork. They say here they're actually working with AAVE, at least based on their words. So this is the alpha here. So the idea is that they want to make crypto and America great by driving the mass adoption of stablecoins and decentralized finance, because they believe that as long as US-pegged stablecoins are the world's settlement layer, then United States dollar basically will remain important in the world. And that's their goal. That's what they want to do. And for that, they have actually partnered with AAVE, it seems like. And there's one user here, Miko, who says that, or who is asking the founder of AAVE, are you actually working with World Liberty Fi? And basically the founder of AAVE is now confirming here that more communication is coming next week. It is an integration, not a fork. So this could actually drive the price of AAVE token to the upside. And that's coming next week as well. So I talked about the AAVE token in my previous video where I showed you how to read the liquidation data. Now we're basically looking at AAVE token once again. So this is going to be quite interesting time. It could be a nothing burger, or it could be a sell the news event. I don't know. I don't see a lot of hype about this yet, so I think it's going to be a surprise event, except that the insiders obviously are already buying AAVE token if they are bullish on it. But anyway, that's the alpha there. I hope it's going to be fun. I hope it's going to be interesting, and maybe it's going to be good for crypto. My fear is that they are doing some CBDC bullshit with which is going to create their own US stablecoin, and they're going to basically force every other stablecoin out of the market. That would be the worst case scenario, and I hope it's not going to be that. I hope it's going to be a win for decentralized finance and basically us crypto users. Next, we have the integration from Polygon from Matic token to POL token, and that is now live. I think 60% of the supply has now been migrated, and your Matic should automatically be upgraded to POL already if you are holding it on an exchange. But if you're holding it on chain, you may have to actually click this link here and migrate the asset on your own. So make sure that you are actually doing this and you're not holding the Matic token. You can still convert Matic into POL whenever you want later on as well. But if you're holding like a weird liquidity pair with Matic and something else, you might be actually losing on that trade because the Matic and the POL token, they are separate. They have separate contracts. So you might be losing simply for the fact that you are not holding the correct token. So make sure that you actually migrate from Matic to POL token. And also, there are some downsides with this integration here. From now on, POL token will have a 2% inflation rate year over year. The inflation rate will be used for Polygon stakers, and the other half will be basically for a grant program. And unfortunately, they do not have future utility with the AG layer really planned out yet. So they say that they may be like a staking hub coming for 2025, but they have no details what it could even be. And they actually go as far as to say that with the AG layer, implementation, Ethereum might actually be better for gas fees than the POL token. And they are not sharing any revenue share from the AG layer to the value of POL token. So I think it's a very poorly designed feature for the AG layer. I don't understand why they would make such a huge commitment for a protocol and not clearly plan out how it would benefit the POL token value. But anyway, that's what they have done here. All in all, I will probably hold Matic until a short-term pump, and then I will probably be looking at some other token, a little bit let down by the implementation there. But I think the token itself is still undervalued, so I'm happy to hold it for now, but maybe not in the long term going to be the absolute best token in the world. Next up, let's actually shift gears a little bit and let's talk about the Bitcoin fundamentals. So the first piece of fundamentals that I want to talk about is the Bitcoin holders. And when we take a look at the ETFs, you can see a lot of selling once again. So ETFs have actually been on the sell side. So from my previous update, we have basically had $500 million worth of sell pressure from ETFs. So they are getting fidgety. I guess what they are doing is following what is going on in the real world. And the S&P 500 has had basically a pretty rough week so far. So ETF holders have been selling this week here. Next, when we take a look at the Santiment tool here, Santiment, you can look under the hood of Bitcoin on-chain data. I think it's going to be, it has very useful information. For example, you can see how many stablecoins are in the market, and we are starting to see more stablecoin minting now, which is a bullish news here. But when we take a look at the Bitcoin holders, you can see that this yellow line is increasing, which are the 100 to 1000 Bitcoin holders. And unfortunately, these in the past have not been your smartest investors. So they are actually buying Bitcoin in bulk, and usually they are wrong, which is quite scary. Meanwhile, big whales, the largest whales are selling, and also the second largest whales are also been selling to this dump here. So that is kind of giving me an idea that maybe people are still expecting further downside, at least these mega whales here. And also, when we take a look at the old money, so Bitcoin, which has not been moved for 1 year and 3 years, we actually do not have another print here, which is good news, because this is signaling that old money is also not selling here. So it seems like short-term traders are still selling, while long-term holders are really not selling here. So this is fundamentally a good thing. So when we take a look at the fundamentals, I think it's like 50-50 for the short-term price action. It could still go down, it could even go up. So let's actually go and take a look at the liquidation data here. And first off, let's take a look at the order book liquidity. So here you could see, this is the 15-minute chart here, that this price peak, which was $57,000, we started to see order book sell pressure here. And now we're starting to see buy orders basically piling up once again. So might be a short-term bottom here. But this does not necessarily always mean that this is the bottom. It just means that buyers are happy to buy Bitcoin at these price levels. So this is very, very nice to see. Meanwhile, when we go and take a look at the is it this one? No, I think I closed it. So let me get it again. So let's take a look at the liquidation data, because there's some interesting update from my previous video. So Bitcoin, let's take a look at the 3-month chart. So Bitcoin liquidation heat map, let's actually change to the model 2 here. Sorry for the delay. Now I hope it will start working for us. And now it works. So what we can currently see and update is we do have more short sellers getting more short positions, and all of those would get liquidated here at 70,619 or $20. So this is like a magnet kind of pulling the price to the upside, in my opinion, because you can see that people are so expecting Bitcoin price to actually crash that most people who want to sell, you can see on-chain data that old money doesn't want to sell at these price levels. But these short-term sellers, they are happy to pile in the shorts, which is kind of keeping the price of Bitcoin low here. Meanwhile, when we take a look at longs, we do not see a lot of long positions here. But in the short term, it would make a lot of sense that Bitcoin would go to like $54,000 because we are still seeing a lot of bright colors here. So optimally, what I would like to see is Bitcoin would go to 54 or 53K. And from there, we liquidate these long positions. And then when we have no more long positions left, when these short positions start closing their shorts, the only way to close a short is to go to the market and buy Bitcoin. And then the price would start trending to the upside, and then we start liquidating these short positions, which further emphasizes that the price will continue to go to the upside. We get the news that Trump will win the election based on the debate performance, and then we are basically looking at a massive bull run for Bitcoin. That's kind of my best case scenario. So if I would draw that out for the chart, what I would hope to see is something like this. We go here, and maybe by Saturday or Sunday, we go and visit that 53K level here. And from here, we basically bounce to the upside. And basically the first, let's say, bullish place where we might have a pullback would be at this green level here. But depending on the debate performance and what is being said in the debate and how people perceive who is the winner, who is the loser, we might just keep holding Bitcoin anyway. So the 10th of September is going to be a massively important date. So this is what I'm hoping to see, but you can still trade this these breakouts with price action to the downside and to the upside as well. And make sure to subscribe to this channel as well. I will be making an update on something here with Bybit. So with Bybit, I have started a new project, and this is not a sponsored segment or anything like that. I am affiliated with Bybit, so if you want to get discount on fees and you want to get started with Bybit, you can use my link here, obviously, but that's not the point here. I actually gave $3,500 for these what's called pro traders, and I will be copy trading their trades one-to-one, and just in one day I have made 1.5% profit on my capital already. So I will be releasing this full video in the next 2 weeks. So let's see if I will actually make money or not, and if I will make money or not, I will if I make money, I will release the strategy that I used here. If I don't make money, I will still make the video, but I will not give you the strategy because it was a losing strategy. Why would I give you a strategy that loses money? So anyway, let's hope this goes well, and I hope these guys will make money for me so I can make a good video out of it. But anyway, who I'm following is still censored until I release the full video in 2 weeks. So make sure to subscribe for that as well and to keep up with these updates. Anyway, that's all I got for today's video. I hope you liked this update, and I will see you on the next video. Good weekend and bye-bye.